Well, this is as good as I can get it. I learned a lot of lessons, and number one being stick welders are not made for body work, at least not for me. It's too thin down here, around in here. Up here, it worked really good. This thing is solid. It ain't going nowhere. I've already got up here, and I mean, it ain't going nowhere. I brazed all this in. I don't know if I'll Bondo it. I mean, once again, 32-year-old dump truck. I just didn't want a big, huge rust spot here. This got real thin on me, so when I started this, all I had was a stick welder. I had very little hope in that stick welder to do that. It's a cheap junk stick welder. Stick welder's not really made for tacking stuff together like this, sheet metal. Some people can do it, I'm sure. But it's not something that's very easily done. For even most welders, I don't think, in my experience. Maybe I could be wrong, but I learned a lot. I've never brazed stuff like this. I have put drill tech on horseshoes, which is the same thing as a braze with metal chunks in it to keep the horses from sliding on like asphalt, stuff like that. But I've never done this, and the right heat is key. Make sure that you get the correct heat. I purchased a bunch of these, and one of these little bitty torches like this. That is the absolute worst thing. I don't even know why they make that, because by the time you get this thing lit and those bottles hairpin adjusted, this bottle's already halfway gone, it seems like. And then, maybe not quite that bad. And then you really don't get a lot out of it, and the oxygen's dead. And this thing keeps, while you're working, it's like this thing will open more and more and more and more, and then finally it'll blow your torch out. So you have to crank this down a little bit and light your torch again. And it's a fight and a hassle. If you're going to do it, don't use that. Go and get a freaking torch, an actual torch with big bottles that's made for it. This torch, I had this torch, and it was sitting about an hour from me, and instead of going and getting the damn thing, I bought this, and then I ended up buying this. That wasn't hot enough. I mean, it was hot enough, but not hot enough to do the job. Like, it wasn't hot enough. I mean, it could melt the stuff, but it just was not doing the job. So I went and got this torch. Now, this is not the correct torch per se. It's a propane torch, and it's like a regular torch. But this worked phenomenal. I turned it down really low, and it worked wonderful. So, like I say, I learned a lot, and would I do it again? Possibly. Number one, I spent a lot of money because I kept doing the wrong thing. I kept getting the wrong equipment. So yeah, I spent a lot of money, but I learned a lot. And I'd rather spend money and learn a lot than spend money and learn nothing and get half the job done. Because like I said, they were only going to replace this piece right here. Like, they were not going to replace this entire thing. So I got a lot more for my buck. I mean, when it all comes down to it, I probably spent $500. Do I regret spending that much money? Yeah, because I bought the wrong equipment. If I wouldn't have bought the wrong equipment, then I wouldn't have spent nowhere near that money.